log is off.
Hello, mate. Welcome back to another episode. Oh, I did it again. I started it. I said you were going to do that last time, didn't I?
Yeah, we had this last time. I'm a bit sick of it. You just try and steamroller us every time to try and get the first word in, and I don't like it.
And it's the only thing I had to remember at the beginning was let Martin say hello first.
So can we try again?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I fucked it up.
Oh, mate. This is why I didn't let you do it. Dead air is a crime.
No, I don't mind you saying hello first. It just, I think it was the last time. It was just a comment that you do it all the time first, but it's not a bad thing.
Also, you got back from India all right then?
Got back from India okay.
How was the flight?
Flight back was okay. The wait in Heathrow for 5 hours was appalling. I managed to get into one of those all-you-can-eat and drink lounges for a few hours, and it was so. First of all, I couldn't drink anything because I had to drive when I got to Manchester, so that killed that one.
Yeah,
and the food options that were there were absolutely wonderful. I could have scraped the bowl of a communal mac and cheese, or I could have had, ironically, chicken tikka masala. So I decided not to eat anything or that, and I went to Pret a Manger and bought an exceedingly overpriced sandwich instead.
You went where?
Pret a Manger.
Is that how you say that? I don't think that sounds right.
No idea. Manger means eat, doesn't it, in French?
I have no idea. I know, like, hello.
Don't know what
French
pret means. Pret. Like to eat, maybe? Who knows?
Yeah. No,
anyway, it was a crazy price baguette at, like, I think it was about £8.50 or something like that.
Fuck.
Yeah. Good stuff. But yeah, the last thing I wanted was a curry, so I just had a chicken tikka baguette instead. Safely back in the. I got some extraordinary bites. Did I tell you about my bites last time?
You sent me. We didn't talk about them on the pod, I don't think, but you sent me a picture of your legs. Thanks. With all the bites on.
Well, they
was
got
unsolicited, by the way. You just sent them. I didn't ask for them.
They got even worse. So I came back with, like, bites the size of boils. They were, like, incredible, these bites.
Just mosquitoes?
Yeah, just mosquitoes, yeah. I mean, I wasn't even outside that much, but yeah, got absolutely hammered by them. So
I reckon you'd be like a mosquito's dream, your blood. It'd be like
all the sugar in it.
And savoury and sweet. It'd be like a 3-course meal.
Yeah, fatty. I'm like the best roast pork. Honey glazed roast pork.
You like spit roast.
I beg your pardon. It's not that kind of affair. We the other thing that was quite humorous on the way back. I usually see a celebrity in the airport, and I didn't see any celebrities this time. That was good.
You used to have that game, didn't it, where you saw a celebrity and you'd like guess who?
Yeah,
that used to be good fun. You used to see a celebrity like every time you went somewhere.
Yes, but I used to go to London a lot, didn't I, at that time?
Yeah,
so it was. I think the last one that we had was. What's her name out of Emmerdale? Rita Riley.
Yeah.
Rita Riley? Sue Riley?
No.
Rachel Riley.
The one who used to do the clip show as well.
Yeah, You've Been Framed. Lisa Riley.
Yeah.
Lisa Riley,
yeah. It's kind of the level of celebrity we're talking about.
Last time I was at Heathrow, I saw Gordon Ramsay.
Did you?
Yeah, he pretended to be on his phone, which is probably a good idea in a crowded airport.
I saw Bill Bailey at Newcastle Airport once outside of Greg's.
I saw Bill Beaumont at Manchester Airport. He was massive.
Bill Beaumont. Is he big?
Massive.
Like fat or just tall?
Both.
He's a shit celebrity though, isn't he?
He runs World Rugby, so he's like very well.
Does he?
Yeah.
I just remember him a question of sport in the 80s.
Yeah, he's like, it's the same as the other guy that I've seen. I saw him in Charles de Gaulle Airport. Was the long distance runner, not Steve Ovett, the other one.
Steve Cram.
No, not Steve Cram. Like dark haired guy. Steve Ovett and him had a feud.
Seb Coe.
Seb Coe, yeah, I saw Seb Coe. Lord Seb Coe in Charles de Gaulle Airport, and he was. He's like the head of athletics, world athletics or something as well. Both him and Bill Bowman are like really top of their game still in their sports.
That's wild.
So yeah, I'm making a fortune. Right, I've got a beer for you.
I know. Right, can I just ask a question about this beer before we kick in? Have we ever had this type of beer before?
What type of beer is it, Dan?
Oh, you're going to make us pronounce it. Gose.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real way to pronounce it is Gose, but I think Gose will do. Yeah.
Gose?
No, I don't. Gose, yeah, that's how you say it. Gose.
The ghost from
Ghostbusters. Gose of the Gozerian, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The Traveller has come.
That's the second Ghostbusters reference you made into a podcast.
Probably.
And I don't think it'll be the last.
Nobody knows how big a fan of Ghostbusters we actually are.
No one steps on a church in my town.
I watched it on the plane on the way back.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes. So this is an interesting one. So it goes is it's almost a bit salty. It goes. Yeah, usually got a bit of salt in it.
Oh, do you know what? Every time I look at myself on this now, because before we started, you said, "What's your hair doing?"
Yeah.
And what did you say it looked like?
Mad Woman's Fanny.
So now I'm looking at it and I'm so self-conscious now. I've got a Mad Woman's Fanny haircut. It's because, if you must know, I went in the shower a little bit before we started this, a little bit of Volcine, and that makes my hair go all fluffy.
You look like you've got afro hair.
I do. Yeah, because my hair's dead thick as well. But if I don't wash it, this shoulder would look like a flapjack.
Well, all crumbly.
Yeah. So I think it looks all right.
I mean, anyway. It's for anyone listening. It's a good tip to wash your hair, I think. My hair's rapidly deteriorating. Can't really see. Sometimes the light catches on it in good ways, and it makes me feel so depressed. I've gone from
that spray and shit.
Maybe I should go to Turkey.
Yeah. Have you seen that picture online of someone's took a photo at the back of an
aeroplane?
Yeah, and all these guys were like bandages on and stuff like that.
I've been on that aeroplane. Honestly, you think it must be a bloodbath with all the headrests and stuff. You think, ugh.
Oh, but mate, would you get anything like that done? Like a transplant?
No, I think I'm not vain enough, and I'm also far too tight.
But like I saw, because they do turkey teeth as well, and I was like, oh, that seems reasonable because it's like $8,000 over here. It's like a set of teeth, isn't it? And I was looking, it's like 2 or something over there. But then I saw what you have to do. They
grind it down. Yeah, it's crazy.
To little tiny slits of nubs. So there's like 23-year-olds going to Turkey and getting the teeth.
You just get the teeth taken out, basically.
I was like, what? I thought they just stuck something in your mouth.
No way. I hate the dentist with an absolute passion as well. So I'm actually, when I used to go to the dentist, I used to have a notice that came up on my record saying, very nervous patient.
Really?
Yeah, really bad.
Oddly, I'm fine with the dentist. I'm screaming.
Which is, as we know, is ironic considering you can't even, you have to take a butterfly needle.
So that's really weird, isn't it? Because I know the worst thing that's going to happen at the dentist is you'll get a needle in your gum. Because then you can't feel anything after that. So
I think it's the vibrations and stuff that do me in. I hate to feel that. It freaks us out completely.
Yeah. I had a bad experience with the dentist once, and I kind of had an argument with him in the after the procedure. And I stormed out, but I opened his cupboard door instead of that, like the way out. He went, "That's a cupboard." I know.
Why would you have an argument with him?
Because he was. I went for an extraction, and he tried to take it out, and it like crumbled when he was taking it out, and there was still some left in. And he went, "Well, you can either leave it, or I can refer you to the dental hospital for surgery." And I went, "Well, what would you advise?" And he went, "It's not up to me to advise you. I'm just telling you the options."
Oh, well, in all my years of dentistry experience, I think I'll go to the dental hospital, you prat. I hate
said
that.
Something similar to that, and he didn't like it. So, he basically like asked us to leave. So I was really pissed off. And then I opened his cupboard door.
I had a similar experience at the GP. I went for a bad bottom at the GP, and
you went for a bad bottom.
Yeah,
like a request.
I may as well have. The way it was, this GP, I told him my symptoms and everything. I won't go too graphic. Told him my symptoms and everything. Yeah, it was a woman, a woman from Middlesbrough. So I did that. I told her all my symptoms and everything, and she looked at it. She went, "All right. Well, do you want me to look at it?" Well, I don't know. Do you want to look at it? Can you make a diagnosis without looking at it? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, that would have annoyed me as well. Because it's quite a sensitive thing as well, isn't it? So it's not like you want to be asked more questions about that, please.
Yeah, they say things like with blokes, like about them not going to the doctors and stuff, and how they have to, how they shy away from it. And then you get idiots like that, and you just think, well, I'm not surprised. Bad enough as it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So we've got to go. Now, half an hour ago, did you read the can for this?
No.
Okay. Well, it says shake lightly 30 minutes before consuming. So I reckon just give it a little shake now.
If this goes everywhere again, I'm going to go mental.
Right. Yeah, no, it won't. I'm sure it won't.
Shake the can lightly.
I don't think shake. I would just turn it upside down. Like you did last time when you opened it upside down.
Like this. Are you looking? You're not looking?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Do you think that's acceptable?
Yeah, I think that's acceptable.
Did you shake yours?
Yeah.
Well, we could have texted us and said, "Shake your can, dude."
I forgot. So what we're drinking? So we are drinking a Overtone. Overtone are a brewery in Scotland, in Glasgow, and they are superb. Not had this one before. This is called Destination Motherland, and it's a 5.5% blackberry and raspberry Gose. And like I said, a Gose is like a fermented beer. Usually has some salt, some sort of element of salt in it, and it'll be quite sort of puckering, I would imagine.
It's got coriander in it as well.
Yeah, coriander. I think coriander is one of the profiles of Gose, actually. I think it's coriander. I think it's coriander and salt.
Do you want to know about the can art?
Tell me the can art.
Shit. Just looks like a purple tennis ball or something.
Overtone actually have the same branding through all of their stuff with their big Overtone down the side. Wowzers, you can smell that, mother. Woo! It's got the smell of... it's got a smell... almost vinegary.
I was going to say soapy, but that's not right.
So I'd be expecting really fruity. I mean, this is a really good, deep, dark colour, isn't it? I'd be expecting really, really fruity and really,
Hang on a minute.
sour.
What the fuck? You hold that glass up again? You got a pint glass?
Yeah, big can.
I didn't think we were allowed to have pint glasses.
Why not?
I don't know, because you always had them poncy little things, so I've got a poncy little thing.
Look, a big can, 440, won't fit in a poncy little thing, so I've got a pint glass.
Oh, okay. Slight rule change.
Right. Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh, yes. So, I would say sour.
I'm not. That's not too sour for me. She's curious, though, isn't she?
But now, lick it a bit, and then, can you taste the saltiness?
Yes, loads.
It's quite an unusual type. I got this one because it was a Gose.
It's not like seawater. It's just
No, some of them you get like naturally fermented ones, which are less fruity, and they're like really kind of vinegary, salty vinegary.
there is definitely a salt and vinegar to this.
Pleasant though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, taking another drink. Delicious. I've been so as you know, I came back from India and I went to Liverpool for a night away, and I went to a Korean restaurant in Liverpool, and I had one of their specialities was a meat donut. Now tell me what sounds wrong with the word meat donut?
It sounds like an asshole.
It just sounds like everything that's right in life for me.
Ah, okay. I'm not going to retract what I said, but okay.
It was like a really thick, like beef, like kind of ragu in the middle of this donut, and the donut was still dipped in sugar. So it was really weird.
I'm confused. Right. So in my mind, that's a bit like a Scotch egg. So there's meat in dough, and it's dipped in sugar.
Yeah.
Is that right?
So nothing like a Scotch egg, which is an egg wrapped in meat, dipped in breadcrumbs. so basically nothing. So the only thing we've got in similarity here is it's something in something dipped in something, and it's round.
That's a Scotch egg.
It could be a pie.
So to replicate that, could you hollow out a donut and put like mince in?
I doubt it, because it was kind of all cooked around it, sort of thing. So it was quite interesting, and it was on like a tomatoey sauce as well, on a bed of tomato sauce.
Was it big?
It was like this. It was like, if I look at it was the size of my Shrimps Trust Morecambe FC coaster. For those that are listening, that won't make any sense, but it's about the size of me. Middle of me forehead.
That also won't make any sense. It's like the size of a coaster.
About the size of the coaster, yeah. So it was, quite good.
What else did you have?
But more importantly, forget about the food for a second. What I did get into was soju, the Korean. I was going to say the Korean wine, but it's not a wine. It's like a fermented rice drink thing. So it comes. It's a bit like sake, yeah, but it's not distilled as heavily, so it's only about 16%. And you get like a sort of half-litre bottle of it or something, or a 400ml bottle of it. But you get a shot glass with it as well, so you drink it in shots. And when you smell it, it smells like pure alcohol. It smells like it's going to blow your knob off. But then you drink it, and it's like quite mellow when you drink it. So me and the wife got a bottle of this to share. She had one shot, and I drank the rest of the bottle. So,
did you have in a pint glass? You twat.
Took it all from the shot glass. It was well good. So I do recommend people delving. If you haven't had soju before, I do recommend going out and trying to seek out a bottle of soju.
Did it get you drunk, or was it like
that got us drunk as well as the 12 pints?
Just the reckon, don't they? Even if you had beer in small quantities, a lot of it, you would get more drunk.
I can see that.
Have you seen that Centurion challenge before, where you've got to have 500 shots of beer in a certain amount of time? And there's something about that taking air in as well when you're necking them that makes your body process it
Hang
faster.
on, have you just hit on the next big idea for this podcast?
That could be a good idea. Well, how many
500 shots of beer is how much? I have a calculator.
Well, say you do 50 ml shots. That's
25 mil, aren't they? 35 mil.
No, I think you would do 50 ml for this.
Oh, all right, that's easy to work out then, isn't it?
Well, go on then.
Well, 50 times 500.
Yeah, no.
25,000. So 25,000 millilitres of beer. So it's 2.5 litres.
So what's that? 4.5 pints?
Oh, is it 2.5 litres? Is it 2.5 litres? Or 20?
We probably shouldn't have done the maths on this.
500 millilitres. No, 50 millilitres times by 500 is 25,000 millilitres divided by 1,000.
Divided by 568 for pints.
Oh, right, okay. 25,000 divided by 568 equals 44 pints.
It's not right. We'll fuck the maths up here. It must be 25 ml shots. Even that's 20.
Yeah, even that's crazy.
Maybe it's 100 shots.
Centurion 100 would make sense. Basically.
Oh, right.
Right, so do you want to start again?
Right.
Okay.
Have you heard about the Centurion Challenge, mate?
No, what's that?
So you have 100 shots of beer in a certain amount of time, but you have them in like 50 ml shots.
Oh, so 50 ml for 5 litres of beer?
Yes. Not 44 pints, you mentalist.
I can't see that it's a 50 ml shot, surely.
What would that work out as then?
So 50 times 100 is 5,000, so that's 5 litres of beer. Divided by 568, 8.8 pints.
So it is quite a lot, but in that short, and you have to
very
I think
doable.
you have to do it every minute. So like, there's a countdown of every minute, and then you have to do it.
Right. Okay. So that's
2 minutes or something.
So that is. So how many shots is that then?
Should I look this up so I can get the specifics before I just make shit up?
Yeah, I think so. Because if that's got to be done in an hour, that's 100 shots in an hour. That's like serious drinking. You're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah. It's in 100 minutes. So you drink 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes, throwing one shot every minute. I reckon that's probably 25 mils.
Wow. So
30 ml shot glass and 3 litres of beer.
30 mil. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. There you go. Maybe that's something we should try.
Yeah. I would suggest doing that with something around 5% though.
Shall we go one better and shall we do it with soju? And we'll do 100 shots of soju.
What percentage is that again?
15?
No. Because I don't want to die on camera.
I don't think we'd be walking straight, would we? Anyway, so the Korean, so soju, excellent, really good. Then I had the old classic KFC. Korean fried chicken. So it is actually a thing, KFC. Well, it's not really a thing, but they do really good chicken.
Did they do that thing where you cook it on your table?
Hibachi is that? Hibachi.
Hibachi,
like that.
Yeah. It's like a little barbecue thing on your table.
Yeah, they do that at the Queen's, but not at this restaurant. And the other thing I had was ramen as well.
Yeah, they're just noodles, aren't they?
No, it was good. The whole thing was very, very good. And then I had some more donuts for dessert without meat.
Christ.
So
how long were you there?
2 hours. It's only a 3-course meal, mate.
But you seem to have a lot.
Yeah, well, meat donut. Me and the wife shared the meat donut.
Meat Doughnut, man. Why would I laughing at that?
I know. So but the other thing was Liverpool was actually fantastic. Big shout out to Liverpool because it's an absolutely lovely city.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's good.
Really good. Had a went to Azvek's tap room, which I think we spoke about last time. Had one of their soft serve beers, which is beer in a ice cream machine, basically.
Good.
Fantastic. Lovely.
So, hang on. It comes out like Mr. Whippy.
Yeah, basically.
You need it
Not
with a
quite.
spoon.
Not quite Mr. Whippy. You couldn't get it in a cornet, like off the machine, but you get it in a little tub, but it melts quite quickly. But it's like, that consistency.
Do you drink it or eat?
Yeah, well, you have to do a bit of both. You eat it until you can't eat it anymore, then you drink it. Nice, though. Really nice.
That's a good idea.
I think it was an 8% I had, 8% beer. So,
yeah.
And then, then came home. A couple of, I might have brought you a present back from Azvex.
I was going to ask you if you'd got us anything, because you were going to try and get something out of India as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I failed on that mission, only because I couldn't get anywhere that had beer. So I did fail that mission.
I was kind of half expecting you to get 3 cans up your ass on the...
Up me meat donut. No, I did manage to smuggle something back in from Liverpool.
Good. A nice one. I'll look forward to
that. So we've cannot critiqued the Overtone, which was pretty bad in your eyes. However, the beer. What do you think about the beer?
It's really nice, isn't it? It's very pleasant to drink.
Only 5.5%, so it's a summer beer as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, you would definitely have this really cold in the garden on a barbecue day or something.
Yeah, and it's nice and fruity and refreshing. So I'm going to go in for the big ask, Dan.
Can I just, before we do, I've got 2 questions. I'm not sure why I had to shake it.
It probably just settles at the bottom, so it just needs mixing rather than anything, I would say.
And I can't taste coriander.
No, it's corianderless for me as well.
Yeah. Okay, mate. I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Dan, Overtone Brewing Company. Destination Motherland. A blackberry and raspberry Gose. 5.5%. Is the lager on or the lager off?
The lager is off.
Of course it is. Of course it is. It's another one down, another style ticked off.
Yeah, it goes down nice.
That was awful. That was awful. Yeah, that was a very pleasant interaction. That one, I enjoyed that one.
And we haven't had a Gose before, have we?
No, we haven't had a Gose before. No, I don't think so.
Did we have something that was salty?
We have something that was... Well, I don't think so.
We've had something that was savoury once.
The Gose was quite savoury.
Yeah. No, something recently we had something that was quite savoury. It was because I remember I referred to it as like beer stock.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was though.
No, but it reminds us of that a little bit.
So we've got to. I'll have to try and bring in some new styles. But to be fair, what are we on now? Like 30 episodes or something? 25 episodes?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
So we've actually had quite a lot of styles already. If you think back to the first time when we started doing this, and it was like, I think the first one was Brewdog, wasn't it? So
yeah, that was the first one.
We've moved on quite considerably since then.
I tell you what, though, we have had our latest beer delivery for the next sort of however many pods coming up, and some of the beers I was getting out of that box, mate. So exciting.
Were you happy?
I was reading the labels and I was like, fuck, that sounds amazing.
We've got there's some decent ones in there. We've got a decent selection for the next few weeks. So
should we shout Trembling Madness? Really good.
Yeah, they weren't good. Yeah, got a good bar in York as well.
Have they? Actually, I will shout them out because I messed up my order, and I missed because you sent me a list, and I picked them out, and then I realised I'd missed 2 off. So I reordered them, and I emailed the guy saying, "Look, I've messed up. Is there any chance you can just send them as one order?" And he emailed back straight away and said, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, they've always been good for me. And my beers, I ordered at like 3:00, and they came the next morning.
Yeah,
It was unbelievable.
Mine would have, but I was out when they came. But they're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, really good selection, reasonably priced. Yeah, I've used them quite a lot. One of my favourite ones to go.
I'll tell you what, mate, I've just had the last mouthful of that. It's wild salty.
Is that the? Was that maybe why you had to shake it?
That's why I had to shake it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Spunky.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So, right, well, on that note, mate, that's been quite a short, sharp, fast one. A couple of false starts at the beginning with a few factual errors. A couple of false starts in the middle with some few factual errors. We've corrected ourselves as we've gone. I think it's time to call it quits.
Yeah, and sorry about the bad calculations of what a century means.
I mean, maths has never been our strong point in life, full stop. So doing it live is kind of another world, really.
Yeah, and also thanks for sharing your meat donut as well.
Anytime, buddy. Salty drink and a meat donut. What more do you want? Right.
All right, mate.
Another success. And on that note,
I'll see you on the next one.
Good night.
Latest. Bye-bye.
The log is off.